Yeah.
Beyond that, is there anything else that sort of when you review clients' pages, for instance, that really strike out that, oh my God, like not another one,
For sure.
right? Like what are those like pet
Not
peeves?
another one.
Yeah,
Nah, there's no pet peeves. There's just a lot of common issues of under optimization for a
right.
lot of partners, especially if you haven't spent a lot of time on your SEO or you don't have anybody, with that kind of knowledge in house. So
Hmm.
I'd say the product pages usually don't give as much TLC to, just because of the nature of them. I mean, they are fundamentally going to have less SEO equity
Hmm.
than other pages on your site. So they're not going to rank as well. They're not going to bring in as much traffic. And, anyway, the number of people searching for a specific product is going to pale in comparison to people searching for a type of product. So,
Right.
so rather
I'm
than
gonna
focusing
remember
on the
that
product
term,
pages,
SEO equity. That's a great one. But
yeah,
go ahead.
equity, yes, it's a very kind of broad concept.
Yeah.
But the concept is that your homepage typically for most sites will have the most kind of equity,
Hmm.
and that equity flows through the links that you
Hmm.
have on your site.
Hmm.
Um, and so, the pages that are in the best sort of position to be performing well and bringing in more traffic are those primary category and subcategory pages that you're linking
Mm.
to. Either typically they'll be included obviously in the navigation. You might include them in the footer. You might also include links on the homepage itself. But those are the pages. If you're still able to make money from those things, I'd focus on them. And especially, I think bigger retailers are definitely doing a good job of promoting the products that people want right now and are using right now, whether it's, athleisure wear and, lounge wear,
Right. Like everyday
anything
stuff.
you
Yeah.
anything you can do at home.
Yeah.
Right,
A-
exactly.
And so coming back to that, like what you said about the homepage, I think that that's critical, because when you're talking about equity, that's probably the most important page on your site. And then that means that people should be, if you're talking about optimization, they should be looking at their existing sales and going and doing maybe like a regular review to see that if am I featuring the right content on my homepage
Oh yeah,
compared to right?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would say if you've got, hero banners, if you have carousels, if you have blocks of space in any way to be able to link to other categories, and you haven't updated those to the more relevant products for people right now, and that's a very easy first step. Um,
Yes.
and there's a lot of e-commerce companies out there that do not link well at all to their content, to the blog. They treat it
Mm,
almost like a separate site. And for some it is if it's on a subdomain.
right.
But, a lot of sites make the mistake of they just have a link to it in the footer and they treat it as its own separate thing. And they don't make it easy and
Mm,
apparent for customers to see it. And so, not only does that devalue it in the customer's eyes, because what's the chance that they're scrolling down to your footer and clicking on an icon to your blog?
exactly.
Very
Exactly.
poor. But then that also translates to how Google sees it. If you were linking, um, um,
Like full post.
strategically,
Yeah.
if you're linking very strategically to new posts, if on the homepage you're saying, and here's this new piece that we wrote about, all the shows on Netflix that you should be watching right now while you're stuck at home, and then you get to your category pages and you sell men's dress shirts and you wrote a piece on, hey, now you have your dress shirt, here's how to tie a tie or whatever it is, strategically promoting your content on your own site tells Google that we value this content. We think our customers will value this content, and that will absolutely reflect in rankings because of how that equity is flowing.